Today we're taking a look at the X-Lite 903 Ultra Carbon made by Nolan. This helmet here sits in their top range sports touring market. The helmet, as it suggests, Ultra Carbon, is made of carbon with a bias towards that carbon. It's made of a mix of carbon, aramid and fiberglass, which is hand laid in a factory in Italy, and then it's heat thermoset, which basically creates a nice strong lid. What I'm quite like about this helmet is the amount of thinking that Nolan have put into making it. There's quite a few things that are proprietary to their system or their helmet here on the market, which I'll go through now. One of the things that I really like about this helmet is their visor replacement system. It's a patented system to Nolan. It's called the MVA, or the Magnetic Visor Assembly. And I have to be honest, it's probably one of the easiest ones that I've ever seen on the market. Despite what any manufacturer says about visors being toolless, I always seem to fumble with taking them on and off. Now, whether that's because of I'm on the side of the road in the dark or it's my fat little digits, I'm not quite sure. But this one, to be honest, I actually had a go at it. Got it the first time. I actually had to do it 3 or 4 times because I thought there was a catch. I was doing something wrong. It is that simple to remove and replace. Demonstration. To remove the visor, you simply lift it here. There's one lever here which you pull down. Simply release the magnet. Switch it round, making sure to hold on to that, pull down the other lever, and that's it. That's as simple as it is to remove the visor. Now, the visor itself is an ultra-wide visor by Nolan, which basically means it gives you a little bit more vision down the bottom and at the top, so you're not looking at the top of your lid if you crouch down on the tank. It also gives you a bit wider in the peripheral side as well. Now, the visors themselves come in clear, which comes in the box. It comes with tint, and it also comes with an option of an iridium blue. It also comes with standard with a pin lock in the box. Now, to replace the helmet, it's just as easy, if not easier, as it was taking it off. You simply line up the magnetic pins here over the slots as such. That's 1, that's 2, that's it. Other things to mention about this helmet, it has a step-down visor, internal sun visor, so it can be locked at different positions on the way down, which is great because rather than something like a showy Neotech where it's either all the way down or all the way up, you can actually set this to your comfort level. So if you're finding that it's tapping your nose, you can just lift it slightly. Both the visors are made of Lexan. The internal one has an anti-fog and anti-scratch. The exterior one is a anti-scratch Lexan. Ventilation. Now, this is the next thing that I think Nolan have really thought through well. I'm a big believer where I think, despite what manufacturer claims, it doesn't matter how many vents you seem to have on the top of a helmet. I always find that the one scoop works better. This one is no different. It has one big scoop there, which brings in a lot of cold air. The good thing about this one is with your gloves, you're able to find the positioning easy for open and close, but it also has a little bit more adjustability by you can open it in several sections on the way down. All that cold air is fantastic, but it does have to go somewhere. That exits the helmet through these 2 rear vents here. The way that Nolan have done this is they've done a lot of wind testing with this helmet. And as you can see here, you've got this peak at the back. Now, the way that it works is simply when you're going along, air is streamlined over the top of the helmet, creating a vortex at the back. That vortex then takes the hot air and drags it out, which gives it good ventilation all the way round. For ventilation on the chin, it's as simple as being open and closed, quite standard. But what I do like about the Nolan system, or the X-Lite system, is it seems to be very well thought out in the fact that the cold air is going in, it then does a U-turn and comes back out through these vents at the front here, blowing it directly onto the visor rather than into your face, which gets it nice and clear if it's getting nice and humid inside the helmet. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the internals of the helmet itself. So let me grab my donut, put it up here for you. Okay, now once again, this is where Nolan have, I think, gone above and beyond. They've created a few things here that are once again unique to the marketplace. The helmet itself has got great cheek pads. The material, it's made with carbon filaments, so it's good at wicking away sweat and keeping out odours, so you don't have to worry about stinky lids. It comes with a few features. Obviously, with most helmets these days, it comes with the Ambo's removable cheek pads. Otherwise, this one is called the NERS system, which is the Nolan Emergency Removal System. Very simple thing. It's a matter of if you're in an accident or unfortunate enough to be in an accident, paramedic will be able to just quickly come over and simply just pull that to remove the cheek pad without moving your neck in any way. Same with the other side. It allows them to remove the helmet a lot more safely. Going further down into the helmet, Nolan have introduced what they call the LPC, or the liner positioning control. Now, this is just another one of the things that Nolan have done, and it's exclusive to them, which just gives the helmet a tiny bit more adjustment. We'll take out the headliner and I'll show you what I mean. The headliner is removed by simply taking out the 2 pins at the back, opening up the visor, and there's 3 pins in the front here. Now, they're actually pins and not buttons, which I find really good, because I find most helmets that have button snap systems tend to place pressure points on your head when you're on them for a long ride, which becomes uncomfortable. As easy as that, the internal liner is taking out. Now, the internal liner itself, again, is made of the same fabric as the cheek pad, so it's good at wicking away the sweat and keeping out the odours. What I really like about this here is it's got a great mesh system there, which that allows all that cold air that you've got flowing in to get really good circulation around your head. Now, the LPC, or the liner positioning control, is a simple system here. By this spine mechanism here, you can simply unclip, pull it forward to move the liner forward, which will then raise the helmet off your forehead. If you want to back it off and drop the lid back down, you simply put it back down a couple of notches and lock it in. Once again, it's a small thing that Nolan do, but it makes the helmet so much more comfortable for what you want it for. Now, going back onto the internals of the helmet itself, we'll talk about the straps. Now, the straps that it comes with is a ratchet. Some people are for ratchets, some people are against. Personally, if it keeps the lid secure to your head, then I don't care whether it's a ratchet or double Ds, it doesn't matter. Internally, you've got the EPS foam, which is fantastic. The thing I do like about this one the most is I find the channeling is really well thought out of. It's quite deep. If you have a look, the channel is about 15 to 20 mils deep. So once again, it gets good airflow. It is probably one of the best helmets I've had for airflow. So I really like that. It comes with all the standard features that you have, such as cutouts for your speakers, and it can have its own integrated comm system, which is basically a rebadged Cena unit. I'm not very big on integrated comm systems at the moment. My main bugbear or gripe with them at the moment is that they do not come with a 3.5mm jack, which I find annoying because I ride with a set of custom buds and there are quite a lot of people that do. So if you use the internal system, be aware that there's no option to be able to use your own earbuds. For those of you who do use your own earbuds, the magnets from the side of the lid actually don't affect them in any way, shape or form. The helmet itself, this one is a large, and this one comes in at 1560 grams, so it is a reasonably light helmet, which is great when you're doing long sports touring riding. It comes in 3 shell sizes, which I really like helmet manufacturers doing rather than the 2 sizes. It just allows that fitment a little bit better. And that's our video on the Nolan X-Lite X-903. If you like what we've done here, click on the subscribe button. If you want to know more about the helmet, click on the link in the description below.